All right, we've got 3 minutes before I gotta be off for the night, but this is what I put together for my mock websites of the automations services that I offer. So the whole idea behind this is pulling people out of working in the business and giving them more time and freedom to work on the business and to spend it with their family. So in this case, I noticed a couple common theme with a lot of my clients is that they use sticky notes and or scraps of piece of paper to keep track of things in the business, like where different projects are, who needs to do what. They just keep up little short notes around the office, and that gets really complicated and overwhelming the second you start scaling up. So in this case, I have it too many sticky notes as a question, and then customize digital systems to help keep track of all the moving pieces at a glance without losing your mind, because that can get very overwhelming very quickly. And I know that from firsthand as well. So it's not just oh, there's my alarm for the day. Um, so scrolling down, I have three. I'm using the story brand framework for a lot of the website here, just to keep things as simple as I can while still hitting the pain points. So first one here is removing stress and overwhelm. Overview your entire business at a glance without having to check on your team for updates. That was another big thing with a lot of my clients, is that they didn't want to have to constantly check in with their team members to find out where the project is at any given moment. So what I'm offering here, it allows you to have an overview glance at your website anytime, and you can find out what's going on. Get your time back. Pull yourself out of working in the business and focus on the important people in your life. I still want to change this up a little bit. I don't think I have the right wording yet, but this is kind of emphasizing the point that you're spending so much time working in the business and you're not having as much time with your family and the most important people in your life. So you might be the business might be working fine, but you're spending so much time in it that you're not actually being able to utilize and not being able to enjoy what the business is bringing you. So just to pull yourself out of that and get your time back. And then keep up with your growth. Automated systems that allow your business to scale without growing pains. This is another thing too, is a lot of my clients, as they're scaling up, what they've been doing before, it worked fine. But keeping everything on a sticky note eventually becomes a problem when you start having dozens of clients and stuff. So having a system that will scale up with your growth of your company is very important. So I want to highlight that at the very top. And then three kind of pain point hitters. I don't know what they really call them. Are you tired of trying to keep track of each detail in your head or on sticky note? Do you want to pull yourself out of working in the business and start working on the business again? That's another big one, like I mentioned before, that you're spending so much time working doing the work that you're not able to scale it up. So you're constantly in a rat race trying to get all the work done yourself, and it's hard to sometimes release that to others because you can't necessarily trust, or you don't want to trust people to do that. So I built a system here that allows you to give you the confidence knowing that everything is working like it should. And below that, do you want to have confidence knowing that your work is getting done without having to check in? That's exactly what I said here, with making sure that everything is getting done and getting either updates or being able to knowing exactly where to check in and how to check in on what's going on in your business. And then I have a bunch of call to actions every couple scrolls here. So set up a meeting is my call to action. That'll just be a 30-minute Zoom meeting to get to know what they are, what kind of problems they have, and how I can effectively serve them in whatever role they need. Below that, I have a how it works. So this is a part of the story brand framework, having a three-step guide explaining exactly how I can provide service to somebody else. So in this case, I have step one, evaluate. Set up a meeting to find out how we can serve your business most effectively. Step two, automate. We learn your processes, and it highlighted your because I want to emphasize the point that I'm not necessarily going to be bringing in new things. This is just to be able to streamline the work that you currently do. So if you already have a best practice, I don't want to disrupt that. I want to be able to find the best, and then implement what the best systems I have to better improve what you already have going. So we learned your processes and build a custom digitized system to complete with training videos for your team. And that's another thing too, is training videos. That's something I offer to all my clients. It is training videos for each of the team so that they don't have to explain what's going on. That comes with this. So once they have the system, now they also have the videos explaining exactly how it works, and that just removes the owner from having to do that themselves, saying, look guys, we're working on this new thing, this is how it works. No, I want to remove that so the business owner, they can step back completely and be able to hand it off to their team without any issues. Then step 3, relax. Enjoy headache-free evenings with confidence, knowing that your business is running like clockwork. I love the word clockwork. Unfortunately, there's another book and company already named that. So I try to use this as infrequently as possible. But making things run like clockwork is something that I personally love, and that's what I've been able to do for a lot of my clients here. Making things run on cycles. It's not. You're not having to constantly reinvent the wheel each and every time. There's repeating actions that go over and over again that you don't need to worry about how it's going to work. And then another call to action, set a meeting. And then this is getting a little more into the details of how it works. So in this case, streamline your workflow processes, custom built systems that match your business's work style, taking it out of your head and putting it on the computer. So another thing I want to get more of is clients that are doing this all either in their head on a piece of paper or something similar that's not necessarily already on a system. What I offer is it's simple. All the systems I build are simple, and somebody who already has a fairly basic system already, I don't necessarily want to be targeting them because what I'm offering isn't that significant of an improvement from what they might already have. So I'm looking more for the people who don't know necessarily how to use a lot of software systems, and I want to help them get online and improve and remove the headaches that they're currently having. And then I just have a picture of one of the processes that I built, or systems that I built in Monday. Below that, another call to action. And then below that, custom training videos for your whole team. A custom video tutorials for your team to ensure everyone knows how to use the system and what to do. This is really important because a lot of times, companies will come in and they'll build a new system for a company, but nobody knows how to use it. Or if they do know how to use it, if they do have training that comes with it, it's super long and complicated. I want to remove that. So I wanted to emphasize the point that everybody will know how to use it by the end of after it's implemented. And then another call to action here. And then custom notifications to keep your finger on the pulse. Get email, text, or alternative notifications to keep updated with relevant information from your business. Again, highlighting the point relevant because a lot of softwares will bombard you with notifications that are very pointless sometimes. So you don't need to know every single detail. You just want to get the big picture idea. So on here, I have an example of an email, just a really short email that you typically get from one of the systems I built, saying, hey Gideon, John Doe just signed the contract for the new sound system. The team has been notified, and Ellie, in this case this should just be random person that is on the team, has begun work on the project. And then it's just a little sign off of RunOnAutomatic automations. And the same thing with a text notification, giving an example of what the text might look like. This is all I have for right now, but I really wanted to emphasize the point of these things being simple and easy to implement. I've really struggled with defining all of this, so actually having this on a website and using Canva to map it all out has been super helpful for that. I don't think I've got all the wording right, but at least I've got something on the paper here, and I can start editing and refining it as I go along. So the next step from where I am right now is putting all of this on the website. I've already got the website set up. I just got to copy and paste this whole design over there and then set up all the links. So set up the meeting, we'll just go to a Calendly, and then I'll sprinkle testimonials and stuff in between here as well. So another thing I also want to do is I want to give an example of what one of the systems might look like, and then also a training video of what they can expect to give to their team. So I'll give those two examples on another page or down the very bottom here. So all of this is going to be on the RunOnAutomatic.com website and or mymanmonday.com. I might have those both go to the same link. But that's what I built today, and I am wiped out. but I'm really excited to start launching this.